Hi everyone, this is Maria's Budgeting. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. Welcome if you are new. So today I'm going to be doing my sinking fund update for the month of December. So this is the last video of the year. So I want to wish you guys all a very happy new year. I hope that we all can accomplish our goals for 2025. If you guys would like to share something that you guys are working on in 2025, let me know down below. So let's go ahead and start with this video. So we only spent from 3 envelopes. So the first one was beauty, and that is 30 and 80, which makes it $110. And I just realized that maybe I did not track here what I spent, actually what I added from YouTube. So I think I only tracked what I added for my regular paychecks, but not YouTube. So let's see. Yeah, so I added December number 1, like paycheck 1, 15, and then paycheck number 2, 25, and then I added 80. So that makes it 80 plus 40, that's 120. And I only put on there that I added 40. So let me actually change that, and I hope that that's the only error that I have here. I'm glad that I was able to catch that now. How much did I say? 80 plus 40, 120, right? I believe so. 120 is what I added throughout the month. And then for beauty, I have a $30 birthdays, I have a $30 transaction. So $30 here. And then for Christmas, I did have a lot of transactions. So let's see. I have first off a $30 transaction, then 101, 78, 165, 18, 135, 3 and 10, 13, 5 and 69. That is 614 that I spent throughout the month, and that is actually what I had. So I spent every single dollar, which is okay. That is what I budgeted for. So those were all of the transactions, and now we can go ahead and start calculating everything. So for adventures, we had 90, we added 10, so that is 100. Then we have beauty, which is 120 minus 10 is 10 remaining for the month. Birthdays, 40 plus 40. We start with 40, added 40, that is 80, minus 30, that means we have 50. I just realized that I didn't add what I started with here. So I'm going to look back at November. I got a call that I had to answer, so I'm sorry if the angle is a little bit different now. But I wanted to check how much I started with, how much I ended with in the month of November, because I didn't track that in December. So that is 19,000, I'm going to put it here, 19,600, no, 19,964. Yes. So I'm going back to here, and I am going to put that here. 19,964. And then before I continue these columns here, the ending column here, I'm going to calculate how much I added throughout the month, just because I feel like I should have that first. So we have 10, then 120 that we added to beauty, $40 for birthdays, 75 for insurance, 10 for cart maintenance, $20 for car tax, 15 for casino, nothing for Christmas, $10 for clothing, $10 for electronics, 0 for emergency fund, 20 for family fun, $10 for gifts, health is $10, $20 for holidays, then 100 for home, $10 for household, $10 for investing, $10 for medical, $10 for personal spending. As you guys can see, a lot of my sinking funds got $10. Nothing for savings, $20 for school. Nothing for Shanyun, $10 for toiletries, and $10 for vacation, which is $550. Now we shall continue with the ending balances for the sinking funds. So insurance, car insurance started with 75. I added 75, so that is 150 for the ending balance. Then car maintenance, 340 plus 10, which is 350. My handwriting is going to be very bad because I have trouble with this coil. Car tax, 50 plus 20 is 70. Casino, 35 plus 15 is 50. Christmas, 614 plus 0 minus 614 is $0. So we're starting all over for the new year. Clothing, 40 plus 10, which is 50. Electronics, 60 plus 10, which is 70. Emergency fund is still at 3,000 since we didn't add anything for the month. Family fund, 10 plus 20, which is 70. Gifts, 20 plus 10, which is 30. Health, 120 plus 10, which is 130. Holiday, 60 plus 20, which is 80. Home, 900 plus 100, which is 1,000. Finally, I was able to reach that. That was one of my goals that I thankfully was able to reach this year. Household, 40 plus 10, which is 50. Investing, 140 plus 10, which is 150. Medical, 90 plus 10, which is 100. Personal spending, 90 plus 10, which is also 100. Savings is still at 10,000 since we haven't added anything to that. School, 3,540 plus 10 is 3,560. Shenyun is still at 500 since I haven't added anything to that. Toiletries, 30 plus 10, which is 40. And then vacation, 40 plus 10, which is 50. Okay, so let's go ahead and calculate. So we have 100 for adventures, $10 for beauty, 50 for birthdays, 150 for car insurance, 350 for car maintenance, $70 for car tax, $50 for casino. Then we have nothing for Christmas, $50 for clothing, $70 for electronics. Emergency fund has 3,000. $70 for family fun, $30 for gifts. Then we have 130 for health. Holidays has $80. $1,000 for home, $50 for household. Investing has 150, 100 for medical, 100 for personal spending, 10,000. Oops. $10,000 for savings, 3,560 for school, 500 for Shenyun, 40 for toiletries, and 50 for vacation. So that is 19,760. I'll write it down. And then I forgot to do this. So 110 that I spent from beauty, $30 for birthdays, and then 614 for Christmas, which is 754. So let's see if this is all correct. So 19,964 is what we started with for the month. I added 550, and then I did spend 754, which leaves me with 19,760. Okay, good. So I was able to calculate everything correctly. I was actually a little bit nervous because I feel like I was kind of all over the place with my calculations today, but thankfully everything worked out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my planner to the side. I'm going to bring out my binders, and then we're going to go ahead and check in, make sure that what I have remaining here on my planner is what I actually have in my envelopes. I apologize for the possible angle change one more time, but I did receive another call that I did have to answer. So let's see, we are going to count all of my sinking funds just to make sure that what I do have remaining in the envelopes is what I am tracking down on my my sinking fund spread, just because it's very important for me to do so, just so I make sure that I'm going into the next month with the actual amount that I have, and not for me to catch something on later on, like a mistake that is going to probably mess me up. So I hope that makes sense. So let's see. First off, I am going to start with adventures, and we have 100, we should have $100 in here. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100 in adventures. In beauty, we should have $10. So let's see. We have 10, 20, 5 and 10, excuse me. Moving on to birthdays, I should have 50. So 20, 40, 50 is what we have in birthdays. Although there is not much to condense, I am going to do a bill condensing because I am going to unstuff my 52-week challenge, and then I'm going to use that money to do a bill exchange in my envelopes. I also do have at least one envelope that I have to add a placeholder to. I know it's home. I don't know if I have anything else, but I know at least I have one envelope that I do have to add a placeholder. So I will be doing a bill exchange after this video as well. Car insurance should have 150, so 51, 20, 40, 45, and 50. 150 in car insurance. Now, car maintenance should have 350. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 300, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. 350 in car insurance. Now, moving on to car tags. We should have 70, 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Perfect. On to casino. Casino should have 50, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50 in casino. Christmas, I am taking out the $1,000 placeholder. As you guys may know, this was a digital sinking fund. Once I placed the placeholder in here, then I deposited everything in my high yield savings. So I actually spent everything. So I'm going to take out this $1,000 placeholder, and Christmas is at $0. Clothing should have $50. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Electronics should have 70, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70 in electronics. Emergency fund is at $3,000. In this case, we do have a $3,000 placeholder by Livyland because we do have this money in the bank in my Capital One 360 high yield savings. Family fun should have 70. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, and $70 in family fun. Moving on to gifts. Gifts should have 30, 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30 in gifts. And those are all of my sinking funds for this binder. And then I have this binder. I apologize because I'm getting another call, so I'm going to go ahead and answer that really quick, and then I will keep recording. Okay, now on to the second binder. First off, we have health, and health should have $130. So 100, 20, 30, 100, 10, 20, 25, and 30. 130 in health. I do apologize for all of the interruptions during this video. Moving on to holidays, it should have 80. So $50, $60, $70, and $80 in holidays. On to home, it should have 1,000. So we do have currently $500 in the bank. So we have 500, and then 6, 7, 800, 59, 50, 1,000. So this is one envelope that I do have to add a $1,000 placeholder to. So I will be using that money to do a bill exchange for my envelopes. Moving on to household. Household should have 50, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and $50 in household. Investing should have 150, 100, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and $50 in investing. On to medical. Medical is at 100, so 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100 in medical. Personal spending should be at 100 as well, so 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100 in personal spending. On to school. School should be at 3,560, so 3,500 is in the bank. That should be 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and $60 in school. Toiletries should be at 40, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and $40 in toiletries. And vacation should be at 50. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. 50 in vacation. All right. And then I do have a couple of other sinking funds that I don't have in cash. So Shenyun does have $500 in the bank. And then we do have savings in a certificate of deposit, which is gaining interest. I do have $10,000 in there. I have a little bit more now since it has been earning interest. And then I think my certificate of deposit ends in the beginning of March. Yes, beginning of March is when it ends. I think like around the 5th of March is when the 10 months is over, and I'll be able to take out that money along with the interest as well. And then we do have my emergency fund in the high yield savings as well. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.